Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Herders. My name is Nick,
I'm Rich.
and today we're having a discussion. Talking about,
We are?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
We're going to talk about the summer that was.
Yes.
The summer movie season is, for the most part, over. We have some cool stuff coming out.
Yeah. We're recording this before either of us have seen Sausage Party or Pete's Dragon.
Both of which are supposed to be pretty good movies.
Yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, schools around the country are starting to go back into session, and that, regardless of what the calendar says, is the end of summer to me, because it always has been. Don't tell me, what is it? When summer is supposed to start? Like in September?
We're
or
also in
something?
Florida, though,
That's
so summer
stupid.
really goes until November.
But as a kid, I always felt like growing up in the north, summer ends when you go back to school.
The quote unquote summer movie season is over, essentially.
Yeah, because Hollywood views it that way too. They're not interested in kids who are in school. They put out their big movies when they can go all day long.
Yep.
So summer once again is over, and we'll come to a consensus. But I have heard a lot of people say, and I've read stories written about, and I've heard people discuss that this was the worst summer that they can remember. And I feel like that happens every summer, but this one, maybe they're right.
Yeah. So I have so at the beginning of the summer we did our picks for what we thought was going to be the highest grossing to the lowest grossing of the major summer films.
Yes, we did.
We don't have the numbers right now, so we'll come back to that at a later date.
Yes.
Maybe next week. And I don't have my phone on me, so you'll have to let me know what movies I'm missing out. But these are the 10 that I had on my list overall. So Civil War, Finding Dory, Conjuring 2, X-Men, Suicide Squad, Star Trek, Bourne, Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, and Independence Day. Those are the 10 that I had on my list. Now, are there any other major summer movies that I'm forgetting?
Let me see what I saw.
Okay.
Major summer movies. Well, there was Warcraft. I don't think you said that right.
I did not. Here, let me grab a pen while you read those off.
Sure. Let's see. Some other movies that came out this summer: Neighbors 2, Central Intelligence, Popstar.
That's right, I forgot about Popstar.
Conjuring 2, if you didn't say that before.
I did.
One that you did say, that you did talk about, was, interesting. Civil War. I don't even know if I consider that summer. Didn't that come out in April?
That was May.
Early May? It feels like an eternity ago.
It does.
We had Suicide Squad. We had... The thing is, and obviously, there were some indie darlings along the way.
Yeah.
Movies like The Lobster were released, Swiss Army Man.
God, Lobster's incredible. Yeah, Swiss Army Man is another one.
The Nice Guys
Yeah.
came out in May. But when I think it should be noted, when we're talking about this discussion, when we're talking about summer movies...
These are the big, like,
we're not talking about this movie. We're talking about summer movies.
The big blockbusters. Let's see.
There was, like, The Secret Life of Pets has made a shit ton of money. But the thing with this summer is some of those bigger movies, you and I didn't even bother to see.
Yeah.
I don't think either of us saw Independence Day.
Nope.
Neither of us saw X-Men.
Nope.
Neither of us saw... I think there's something else. Neither of us saw Secret Life of Pets.
Nope. Zootopia was pre-summer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That was like February. February.
That's right. I just saw that late.
Jungle Book was way early in the year. So, like, what movies did you even think were worth a damn in any sense of the word? Like, I don't think... All right, if you include Civil War is the only near great summer blockbuster that we got. And even that is not entirely flawless. It's really damn good, in my opinion, but it's not.
Of the list that we've got here, now we're not including Nice Guys, Swiss Army Man, and The Lobster.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
You can if you want, but I don't think that's really what we're talking about.
I mean, Nice Guys I could see being a...
I think
was
Nice Guys
marketed
was
like
marketed like that, and it never was that, and it didn't become that.
Sure. But if we're talking about movies that were worth a damn, I would, Nice Guys. Did you end up seeing Nice Guys or?
No, I bought it yesterday.
Oh, cool. I didn't know it was out on DVD. I'll have to pick it up. Um,
Well, I bought it digitally. I'm not sure if it came out
oh,
physically.
okay, gotcha.
yesterday.
I think Conjuring 2 deserves
Yeah, that
mention.
was good. That was really good.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Finding Dory.
Mm-hmm.
And there's other ones that I had fun at, but aren't like. And even Star Trek is, I don't know if I would put in the same category as like Conjuring 2 or Civil War.
No, I wouldn't put Finding Dory in that category. And see, the interesting thing is, we walked out of Star Trek and we were like, a lot of fun,
Mm-hmm.
not perfect, but really fun. We said very nice things
Yep.
about Finding Dory. And I was thinking about this the other day, I was listening to just a conversation about like the top grossing movies of the year or something like that. And I was just thinking about how little I've thought
Yep.
about that movie since it came out, and how little I've even thought about Star Trek, Jason Bourne, since we saw it, which is only like a week ago. How it feels like a year and a half ago we saw Ninja Turtles 2.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, of the stuff on here, of the major ones, the only one that I've gone back to is Civil War. Like, I've thought about again is Civil War.
mm-hmm. Like, I'm very excited to watch Civil War again. This is maybe the first. This is probably the first year ever in my life that I've not seen a movie twice. Not seen one movie 2 times.
See, I did. I saw Suicide Squad again.
Yeah. I will probably see that movie again. I was entertained by that movie.
It's not by my choice, but...
Right, but...
Sure.
I mean, there have been times, summers, or just other things, where I've seen movies 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a movie theater, and I've not seen one movie that was released in 2016 more than once. That's insane. I think that speaks volumes about the year, and I wish that there was a movie that made me want to do that.
Are we talking about summer or are we talking about the year?
The entire year, I've not seen one movie more than once.
Technically, I saw Force Awakens multiple times this year.
But that's a 2015 release. I think I saw that a couple times in this calendar year as well.
Let me pull up my movie pass
Potentially.
history while
I
you're
don't know.
talking.
I mean, that wouldn't really show you either.
I mean, it'll show me some of the
Show
stuff
you
that I've
as far as
seen.
memories. But the interesting, so I think, the website The Ringer had a staff article put together by the entire staff of trying to debate what the best summer of movies was, and this went up last week. You can check it out on The Ringer. Every single choice that they put out there was on paper better than what I would think of this summer.
Wow.
So is it the worst summer ever? I don't know. I mean, I think that summer blockbusters really became a thing somewhere around really maybe Jurassic Park year. But we didn't even mention BFG because that doesn't seem like something that came out this year anymore.
Tarzan, which
Did you see
failed.
that?
No.
Oh, okay. We just didn't have anything, and I would even include Civil War. We did not have one movie this summer that felt unique, felt like something that you will go back to over and over again for the rest of your life. Like last summer, we had that. Last summer we had Fury Road.
Yeah.
The summer before that,
Now You See Me Too.
Guardians.
Alice is Looking Down. Well, Guardians would have just probably hit the summer because it was August.
Oh, it was an August release, but
Yeah.
that's a movie.
That's when I saw like 3 or 4 times
that
in the
you
theater.
will always go back to that first one unless the second one is somehow leaps and bounds monumentally better, and imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, we just didn't have that. We haven't had that. We didn't have it this summer. That movie did not exist this summer, and that's really depressing.
I've been looking at the list of stuff this is the list based when I just did a Google search of 2016 movies. The only thing on this list I have seen a second time is Deadpool, and that wasn't in the theater. That was on home video.
There you go. I think that says everything that needs to be said about that. Do we have? I think that the rest of the year has some great potential.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Obviously, Rogue One at the top of that list of in this type of film that we're talking about.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, Fantastic Beasts has that potential. I don't know if it's going to deliver.
Everybody's raving about Pete's Dragon.
Pete's Dragon's supposed to be very good.
Sausage Party, last I checked,
very
had
excited.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes
I think it
still.
was down
Was
to
it?
a 92.
No.
Um,
Then I'm out.
Yeah.
Got Ben-Hur.
No. There's some other exciting stuff this year. I mean, we still have I believe it is still scheduled to come out this year. We have a new Scorsese film,
Birth of the Nation is supposed to be this year,
Birth
too.
of the Nation. That's exciting. There's some good stuff to come, but
Yeah, this
dark
summer-
days this summer in a lot of ways. There was some okay. I mean,
There was some
some okay stuff, but everything was just either bad or we came out of it going, it was okay.
Well, like I thought about this during our Suicide Squad discussion. Is you were like, it's full of its flaws, but I was entertained by it. And I feel like that's been the theme of a lot of movies this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you said the same thing about Bourne and Ghostbusters and everything. It's like, yeah, like it's got a ton of problems, but I had fun with it.
Right.
Whereas like last year, like even something like Fury Road was like, that was a blast and that was made well and it was...
Yeah, and some of how perceive a movie like Suicide Squad, I think if there had been a couple of those bona fide all-timers this summer, you would look at Suicide Squad in a different light. But when you're comparing that experience to going to Suicide Squad in comparison to the stuff that we've been seeing, it doesn't look as bad as maybe it even is. It is all perception based. And the inverse always happens too. Like I always talk about how those last 6 episodes that aired of Breaking Bad, the rest of television, I couldn't even watch other shows when those were airing because nothing seemed even remotely in the same realm during those last. So it goes both ways. When everything that you're watching shit, all of a sudden shit starts looking okay. That's why those people ate each other on when they were snowed in on that mountain.
Yeah.
You get stuck with something, you're gonna end up liking part of it. I don't know. It was a depressing summer in a lot of ways.
Like there was fine stuff, but
Who's even talking about Finding Dory anymore?
nobody.
And that's the highest grossing movie of the year. It was fine. It was okay.
Yeah, I mean I enjoyed it, but
I would put Inside Out way ahead of that from last
absolutely.
year. Like that and Fury Road.
That's right. Inside Out was last year. That was one of those big summer movies that, like, there's a few that are on my list, but nothing major where I'm like, this set the bar for the year. This is the movie to be. Like, I've seen great stuff. Like, I really love Nice Guys. I think The Lobster is fantastic. Civil War I had a lot of fun with, but I don't know if Civil War is really going to be on my top 10 for the year.
Right now, I haven't seen some of those other movies. Right now, that is my number 1 movie of the year.
Really?
And it's, I hope come December there's been some other stuff that would compete with that because it was a really good movie. But I don't even know if I see it a second time if I would feel the same way or how much of that was opening night jazzed about it. Like,
I mean, I don't tend to. The only Marvel movie I've really ever gone back to is Guardians. I don't know if I've ever. I think I rewatched the first Iron Man, but that might have been about it. Like I've never really revisited any of them.
Yeah, in that way, I would say I'm definitely a bit more into them. Like I revisit them all the time.
Well, that's not anything against it. It's like, okay, cool, I found it, and then I'm on to the next one.
Right.
And then I'm on to the next one.
I gotcha.
And then I'm on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I will revisit 6 or 7 of them on a regular, semi-annual basis type deal. So, hopefully that becomes one of them. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
So that's the summer.
Hopefully the rest of the year gets better.
Yeah. Such a thrilling discussion. We're just kind of this.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what it's been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, even like we both had fun at Ninja Turtles, but even then, like I haven't really thought
I don't know
about
if
that.
I could tell you 3 things about it anymore.
Remember, there was they just randomly are on a plane.
Yeah.
They're above the basketball
happened.
stadium at the beginning,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and they have the van.
Krang showed up.
Krang shows up for like 2 seconds, and it's kind of wasted. And
We were pretty high on it when it came out. I
But-
don't know what to tell you.
so that was the 2016 movie summer. Really, 2016 in general. I mean, because we kind of touched a little bit on some stuff before that.
Mm-hmm.
But
So there you go. What did you think of this summer movie season? Was there a movie that to you was a Fury Road of 2016? Let us know. Tweet at me. I'm at Stonks.
I'm at Rich Bellson. Channels on Twitter at OABeer_official. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/overabeer. Instagram is over_a_beer. And right, of course, right here on YouTube at youtube.com/overabeer. Check us out also on Fridays for the Over a Beer podcast. SoundCloud.com/overbeer and on iTunes and other podcast services where it's Nick, myself, and Dana talk about random bullshit. It's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's more fun than most of the movies this summer, in my opinion. But that'll wrap things up for today. So until next time, drink up.
And butter me up.